Hey, welcome back. Alright, I figured we'd do another one here. This time what I want to do is I actually want to dive into my current holdings right now. Show you guys exactly what I've got in my portfolio. Some price targets. We'll do a little bit of technical analysis here. First of all, hop on over on Twitter. Give the old Bear Hunter a follow. Look at this. This is pathetic, guys. Let's get this number up. My goodness. All right, first holding, the gem of my portfolio, I think. Good old VeChain. All right, we're on the 5-minute chart right now. As you can see, we've been trading the snot out of VeChain over the last few days. Made some good trades here. Got in right around this area. Unloaded in again right here. We were approaching this. This was an all-time high, so we bought here, we sold here, and as you can see, VeChain just continued to run. And last night, as we were running up, a little bit of FOMO kicked in. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'll show you guys what not to do here. So as we're running up, I saw the 15-cent mark here, and I thought, my goodness, with this momentum, surely VeChain's going to smash through that 15. You know, a lot of times these nice round, big juicy round numbers are a real strong psychological level for people. So I definitely should have held off, but as you can see, these yellow lines are usually my position, are always my position. So we successfully bought the top here. You could not have timed it any worse. Actually, what happened is we were actually right around here, and I had put an order in, and I don't know if I'd put a market order in or if I just didn't do my limit order correctly. Put the wrong number in, but we ended up with our position at 14 and a half cents, so we got that going for us, which is nice. But if we chart it out here, you can see, I mean, that's just one solid trend. I mean, my goodness. It does look like we are beginning to break down and break that trend, but guys, we're at all-time highs here. So, I mean, I'm not worried at all. If we come back down to 13.6 here, I mean, honestly, right here looks like it could be a good level for a bounce. Just, that's the thing about VeChain, though, is the way that it trades, you end up with so many levels of support here, as opposed to if we were to hop over, what was just pumping Doge. Hop over on Doge, you've got no resistance. It's straight up, straight down. You're asking for a world of hurt buying these levels. But with VeChain, you can see we don't have that. It moves, what I call it's got that grind to it, nice steady grind. So you see we built tons of support levels here. Hopefully VeChain will come down. As you can see, she's still coming down right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we come down to this 13.4. Hopefully hold, but do a little bit of consolidating. Do a little bit of consolidating in this area. And then hopefully break back out again. I don't know what I'm doing. Tools are hard. So yeah, that's my hope for VeChain. And I took a small position. I've only got a couple $100 in it right now. Just a real small bite. A lot of times when I'm doing buying, especially in the market right now with how overheated and just how, I don't want to say overstretched. Obviously, I have much higher price targets than where we're at right now. But we definitely could use a cool down for sure, and I'd be just fine if Bitcoin went sideways for a couple more weeks. So that's VeChain. That's where we're at. Love VeChain. It's a great company. They've got, it's a supply chain play. So look into them. Definitely a great token to hang on to. Oh, sorry, guys. Wife is texting me in the middle of a live stream. Next holding. Cake. Get your cake, guys. Holy smokes. I don't recommend. I mean, if you're gonna buy here, I firmly believe in this project. This is a direct competitor to Uniswap. Uniswap's trading in the $30 range. This is $20. I think it's got a little more room left to run in it. If we go to the 4-hour chart here, you can see we've already had a pretty parabolic move over the past few days, and obviously you can see with all my trend lines or support and resistance lines in here that we've really been watching it. We had first built our position way down here around 17, or no, it was down here around $10, I think, is when we first started building our position in cake. And I'll tell you what I did. I ended up staking a lot of my cake for most of March. So all throughout this consolidation here, I had a nice chunk of cake staked on the pancake swap, and we just earned a great APY on it. It was like 15%, something like that. I can't remember the exact number. You guys have to go look yourselves, but yeah. So that's how I played this. And then as soon as we started getting some movement here, I just unstaked it and started making trades. Kind of started averaging out of my position as we worked our way up. And of course now at these levels, I don't have much of a position built, but I'll explain why in just a second. I still think cake has plenty of room to grow. I personally have a price target of around $30 myself on cake, possibly higher, simply because I do think that with everything we have going on right now with Ethereum, that, you know, everything on the Binance chain, I think it is incredibly undervalued right now. So you could really throw a dart at cake, bakery swap, burger swap, anything, Venus, anything on the Binance chain, I think you could throw a dart at and be just fine over the next month. So yeah, be careful with cake. Definitely let it cool down here would be my advice. But here's the one I really want to talk about. This is Bake. This is just like Pancake Swap, this is the NFT, and you'll see in the last video, if you watch that we went to the website, we checked them out a little bit too, but I really wanted to dive into the chart. Bakery Swap, it's the NFT marketplace on the Binance Smart Chain. You can see when the coin first ICO'd here, we hit that $3 mark and then just sold off completely, and then spent the last month just in making this base here in consolidation mode. And now we've just had this breakout here above these key levels, and of course we've come back down over the last couple hours here. But again, this is trading at $1.32 right now, and I firmly believe this is a $30 token. So definitely go check out Bakery Swap. We've had, if you were going to be a buyer, I think now would be an absolutely incredible time to get in. Yeah, we've just had this nice little run up. We broke out. Yeah, we came back down, but we've got some resistance forming here. We are following a nice little trend line. Go look into it. I think Bakery Swap has a lot of room to run. Next up on the list, for all you Link Marines out there, Link Warriors, I think Chainlink is going to be just a fantastic play over the next month in April. A lot of room to go here. Just a really, really fantastic project. I mean, almost every project out there is linked to Chainlink in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Great project. Let's see. Where are we looking? Oh, hang on a second. So, thank you so much. You too. Oh, I was worried that was going to happen. Sorry, everyone. Just had dinner show up. Thank goodness for DoorDash. Okay. Anyway, Link. Great project. A lot of partners. And really hasn't done much over the past month. You can see we've just been putting this base in for pretty much all of March. And even into April here, Chainlink just has not participated in the rallies that we've seen. So I think if you're gonna be a buyer of Link, I think now's the time. I think Link is going to explode over the next month. I really do. You know what they say, the longer the base, the higher the chase. And we've got about 33 days here of consolidation, so Link has to move eventually. Definitely keep an eye on that. All right. XRP, my goodness. I don't have a large position in XRP just because it makes me extremely nervous. I'm a veteran of the GameStop shenanigans. I see a lot of similarities between XRP and what happened with GameStop. It has been pumping like crazy. I support, the idea behind what's going on here, and I definitely want to be a part of it. Who doesn't want to stick it to the man anytime they can, right? So yeah, if you want to participate in XRP, I'd buy a very small amount. It's $1.42 on its way to $1.50 here. Not a whole lot. Spend 20 bucks. Just get some skin in the game. Participate. I don't. Now with that said, I don't necessarily. I'm not the biggest fan of Ripple, and obviously the things that have happened with in the past with them. I'm not going to get into that whole story. You can look into that yourself. It's a whole thing. But yeah, just be careful if you wanna jump in on this trade. I think there's money to be made here. Just definitely be nimble, be quick. Let's see, moving right along. Kucoin, my goodness, Kucoin. In the entire Kucoin exchange, if you're looking for that dirty altcoin, as Alex Becker likes to say, the one that you don't want to take home to your mom, you got to jump on Kucoin. That's where you're going to find a lot of those low market cap gems. Like most exchange coins, it's been on the move once again. We've had some crazy movements in the market over the past few days, so everything's very, very frothy. If you are going to build a position, take small bites, average in. But I think KuCoin's got a lot of room to run. You see what's happening with Binance Coin right now, how far they've gone. I think KuCoin's right there. I think they're going to be the next to make parabolic move like that. Although you could argue this has already been a parabolic move from $5 to $20, 4x in just a couple days. So yeah, like all of them, just be careful. Moving on, Binance Coin, same thing, just parabolic run. I think it's going to break through 500 here, probably this weekend. If not, I think it's going to hold these levels and then continue to grind higher at the very least, just because, again, with what we've got going on with Ethereum right now, these are just great plays. And then, of course, Bitcoin. Not the biggest holding I have right now because obviously we are in alt season and the real money that's going to be made is going to be in the altcoins. Now, with that said, when you're trading the markets, you tend to always want to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. So I'm definitely at that point now where I'm considering reallocating my positions, my altcoin positions back into Bitcoin, because I do think that with everybody coming out of Bitcoin and going into the altcoins, I think that leaves some room for Bitcoin to have a nice little jump up. We saw it last night. I mean, Bitcoin just had an absolutely monster move in a really, really short amount of time. Obviously, we gave most of that back by now. But I think that was just a kind of a sign of what we might have to come here. Yeah, we gave back almost all of those gains by the time I woke up this morning. But I think we're going to see some more of that in Bitcoin. Ethereum, checking out the other streamers today, looking at news. A lot of people think Ethereum's going to hit 2,500 here any day now. I've just been so burned on Ethereum. Don't get me wrong, I love Ethereum. I love the developers. I love everything that it stands for. Obviously, it's what really started this whole thing with smart contracts and dApps and just what we can do with our blockchain technology. But the fact is that if they don't get these problems fixed and get them fixed quick, I think Ethereum's in real trouble. I really do. I mean, my goodness, the wolves are at the door, right? Binance is right there ready to pounce and just take over that market. I mean, goodness, Binance's market cap has just gone off the charts here. Look at this. Where are they at? 72 billion? Yeah, that was at like 30 just a couple days ago, guys. So, some crazy things happening right now, for sure. All right, I think that's it. Obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum going to be the last of the holdings. But, as always, not financial advice. Definitely don't be making trades like I'm doing here. Obviously, you can see buying the top. I'm going to sell the bottom. No, hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, definitely, these are just, these are my plays. So you can kind of take the ideas that I'm working with here for the trades that I'm making, and you can kind of run with them. Do your own research, come up with your own trading strategies, and yeah, if you got any questions, guys, holler at me. So if not, I'll leave you there. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. In stream.